Hello, beautiful world. My name is Mew, and today I'm going to talk about what I read this week. I often go to three library when I go to my workplace, and I lend a lot of books and buy a lot of comics, and I wanna review my books from this week and practice my English. So let's get started. Alright, so first one is from the comic. The title is dorabase. Have you ever heard of the Doraemon in Japan? So Doraemon is like a national Japanese comic. That robot cat is making futuristic tool like anywhere door. You can go anywhere by the door, and that Doraemon's assistant is writing this comic, dorabase. So that the robot cat is doing the baseball, and that baseball in the future can use the mystery tool until three. So in one game, you can use the three magic tool, and that makes me really a good story. And this is for kids mainly, but the character is so attractive for me. And it has 23 volumes, and it ends first, but he's wrote the next one, the new dorabase, but I don't recommend the new one. You can just finish in just a normal one. And there are the black cat and the white cat. This is a rival, and they are not good at baseball the as a kid, but when they grow up, they're going to try to be a number one baseball player. So that is really good story because this white cat can throw the white ball, which means the ball is going to be like that. Like it's curve so sharp and then going to be strike. That is really great. But I don't like the baseball honestly, but this is my favorite books for now. Okay, so second one is a round trip, so the travel guide. And have you ever rounded the trip in the world? And then have you been to every country in the world? I've reached the more than 15 country. Let me check. Japan, South Korea, uh, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, uh, Australia, New Zealand, and UK, Ukraine. Yeah. Yeah, it's around 10. But anyway, if you want to go to the every country in the world, how do you manage a plan to go there? So this book is talking about even if you have the low budget, you can go to the round trip. And this book title says you can go to the trip in 9 days with around $300. That is really reasonable, right? And then you need to focus on what you want to do. And then it depends on the season. You can just go to the east side or the west side, west round or east round. So you need to focus on the what do you want to do. Like you want to eat a food, you want to see the art, you want to go to the landmark. So it depends on that. And then most important thing is you have to search not the one site. You need to search the multiple site and then compare to that and then plan, organize everything. And then if you go to from your country, not every time is the best choice is from your country. Like for me, for Japan, is go to Korea or go to China is the best choice for the round trip, because from Korea and then China has many flights to the every country. So yeah, let me think about it. I'll let you think about it. And if you run the trip at the many times, please let me know how was it. Okay, so let's talk about the mathematics. Now, this is the physics. So this title is Instant Physics. And it's from Newton Press. When I reading this book, I feel I'm back to the high school student. Like this is like a kind of encyclopedia. You can learn about a high school student or university student level of the physics. Then starting from the first physician, it's going to be talking about the Albert Einstein. Then they are talking about the basic physics, like how power work and work energy, work efficiency, position energy, moving energy. How to say? It's the gravity. But how to say? I have no idea how to say it in English, but the gravity is working on the Earth and the other star that is use the Kepler rules. And for example, the moment, ion. Oh, there's a lot of theory and rules you have to memory about it. How can I manage to remember everything in high school? Like I cannot believe I study this physics in high school in like 3 years. That was crazy time. And one thing I learned from this book is a new theory is there's 4 states in this world. One is a solid, and one is solid, one is a liquid, and one is a air, and then one is a plasma. I thought plasma and then air is the same. The plasma is removed electricity. That is a plasma. So there's a 4 states. And also there's a quantum theory about thinking about the time. There's a lot of physics theory in the world, and I read it like more than 2 times. And as I said before, I feel I'm back to the high school student, and my mind is a little bit young. So I just recommend you learning physics again. And the last book from this day is the Visual Dictionary of Psychology. Okay, so psychology. I've read a lot of psychology books before, but this is like an encyclopedia. You can learn about it with the picture. So I just picked some great and then like interesting theory from this book. So first is talking about the Pavlov dog. So have you ever pet that dog before? I'm not, but in this theory, there is a how to say it, reaction. There's a reaction. So dog eating the meat is taking the water on your mouth. So it means if you give dog the meat, the dog make the water on their mouth. And also there is an experiment. When you ring a bell and coming the meat the same time, even if you didn't bring the ring, the dog make the water on their mouth. So the dog brain thinking when you ring the bell, the meat is coming. That is the one kind of the experiment, and the reaction is the happen every time. That is really good theory. I mean, like makes sense theory. People is like doing the same thing, like biased the reaction. And I learned about what is the Gestalt. I'm not sure about this pronunciation is great, but Gestalt is watching the component, not the in detail. Like for example, if you learn the Japanese, we have the letter of Japanese. We have hiragana, katakana, and the kanji. When you see the letter, you couldn't understand probably, but you learn a lot again and again. You can understand what it says, and when you make the combination of the letter, it make the world. That is the Gestalt. So we see the whole picture at the same time, and we understand the meaning. Even if we see each component is not understandable, that is a Gestalt. And I find out the really my favorite theory here. I think the theory, not just a definition. Oh yeah, there it is. So this theory is from the election, and it called moratorium. Have you ever heard of it? Moratorium is the changing time between the child to adult. And in the past, people have to be adult so first to work as a society. But in these days, our educational system is evolved, and until the some age, until the some level of the age, we have to be protected by the government or the adult. So in these days, we have many moratorium. I think I'm in the moratorium even if I'm working at company. Yeah, because between the work and the study, that is a moratorium. Yeah, that is my favorite theory in this book, and I think this is really good book, so I want to read it again and again. Okay, that's 4 book is from this week. What's your favorite? Starting from the dorabase, the comic, that is 23 volume, and then 4 new version, but I didn't recommend it. And then second one is the round trip, and third one is instant physics, and the fourth is oh yeah, psychology book. So this week I read a lot of books, and then I fulfill my mind. What's your favorite book, and then what you read this week? Please let me know in the comment. So until the next week, bye bye.